Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everybody. As you just saw, the game is just loading for me right now. And welcome back. Now, this is what we might call a bonus episode. I am ElanPaul. We're doing the survival playthrough of No Man's Sky in this particular run-through. But Beacons came out. So Beacons is out. We've just had a couple of patches that have come through. We're hoping that everything's hunky-dory, but we're going to see about that. I'm not so sure, but we'll find out, right? So we're going to head over to our settlement right now. Let me just check my log real quick here. So yeah, you see we've got two settlements at the moment that we have gotten in this particular run-through. I think I chose the wrong... Well, that's kind of strange. Yep, I picked up a second settlement already. So we have the one on Ponda 9, which is Little Jacuz. We have a citizen's request there. And this is my new one that I've gotten recently in regards to the update that we have received. What do you call it? This is the Atlantid. Is that what they are? I believe they are. The Atlantid grouping, if you will. The robotic life forms. So that's what we're going to be heading over. We're going to check out that particular settlement that I've grabbed. I thought this was... Yeah, this is the same grouping. How weird. All right, well, let's go ahead and check it out and see what's going on. Let's go ahead and take the teleporter. I was going to go ahead and just jump in my ship and head out, but we're going to take a look and see what's going on, because I didn't know I had two settlements in this particular save. My Worlds 2 playthrough I do, but this one's new. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about or talking about the crashes and stuff and all kinds of bugs and stuff within No Man's Sky. Now, me, myself, and I have not seen anything. So I'm going to go ahead and head to the first one, the Lake Jacuzzi. Little Jacuzzi, if you will, and we're going to go ahead and head there. I haven't seen any bugs. I've seen, obviously some of the graphic bugs and things like that. Your character appearing in weird spots, some of the graphics not meshing properly, things like that, a little bit of flicker, but nothing that's crashed the game, nothing that's caused me problems. So, I don't know. I don't know if these issues are real or not, so maybe we're about to crash. Nope, there we go. And as you can see, I'm on top of Old Smoky here, I guess. On top of the pinnacle. This is hilarious. I actually like this. Oh, okay, that's right. I had gotten a settlement on an aggressive Sentinel planet. That is absolutely hilarious. I remember that now. That is funny. So that's where we are. It's a beautiful planet. Very pretty. But very odd that we found a settlement on an aggressive Sentinel planet. So yeah, let's go ahead and drop down and let's take a look. So there's our ship on the landing pad over there. We've already got a pool over there, so that's pretty cool. This is all very interesting. So let's go ahead and check out the request and see what's going on. So we're gonna check. I want to check the status first. So we're still C-class. Happiness is only 30%. We are starting to make a little bit more money than the maintenance costs. So that's good. That's good. I don't want these. Obviously, we don't want sulfurine. You want to get the best thing you could possibly get. In this case, the thermic condensate would be better. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave that one though. That would be good. And there we are. So we're at the max population. All right. Now let's go ahead and look at what this citizen request is. All right. Wants to lead a group of citizens on a mission across the planet. They have spotted a plume of unnaturally colored smoke just beyond the horizon. They feel its source must be investigated. So if we do that, it's going to give us a debt on the settlement. However, if we deny the request, nothing seems to happen. So I'm tempted on denying the request, to be honest with you. I don't want to do that because I also think strangely colored smoke just beyond the horizon sounds like a bad idea. Leave it alone. So we're not doing that. So we do need to get our cantina going. So I've been upgrading my buildings around here. Let me see. And the funny part is if you look around here, you see that a lot of these buildings are B, right? They're B-class buildings. So I'm not sure what's going on, why things, see, B class, why things are considered to be a B class, a C class settlement, unless it's just simply the happiness. So 6 metal plates. So I need to make 6 metal plates in my inventory. Do I have enough ferrite? I think I do. There we go. There we go. And we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. And if we look at it, it's going to take 1 hour to get done. So we probably won't get it done by the end of this episode. Now, that's another thing that we'll talk about here too. So this is going to be one of these episodes that we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff that's been going on. Everybody's complaining about how long it takes to construct these buildings and stuff like that. Now, let's be clear. That has always been the case with settlements. Anytime you wanted to build something on your settlement, it took an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes it took longer. The fact that it's taking an hour, to me, does not feel like it's a bad thing. Okay? It looks like this planet now has other people joining it, so that's very interesting. I'm very interested to see what might be happening here. Hold on a second. This is the pirate system. Okay, well, I think we just found a problem. Now, I'm going to go ahead and... Where's my ship at? Let's go ahead and jump in and out of the ship as a save point. I need to check something, because I'm very confused as to what's happening here. Alright, let's jump out to the main menu again. So, I have a Worlds 2 playthrough that I've been playing. This is part of that. But this is my Worlds 2 main. And if I remember correctly, Jacuzzi was part of the Worlds 2 play. So let's check it out. You're seeing it here live. So this might be the save game files that people say are getting messed up somehow. Okay, now this is the Atlantid base that we're at here. So I'm going to take the portal, I'm going to go back inside, and we're going to take the portal to the other place. Or settlements. See? Little jacuzzi. Very odd. Let's check it out. So you already see that we just proved here that we have a save game file screw up right now. So somehow my Worlds 2 playthrough in survival mode is somehow mixed now with my Worlds 2 main save. And if I look at the Sentinels, minimal, right? This is a paradise planet. This is a paradise planet. And you'll see, let's see if we can find those bases. And the funny part is I can't see Tranquilla's base or anybody else's base now. Isn't that weird? Main office. And were we updating this? Isn't that strange? Very, very strange. So you're seeing it here and now that we have proven save game files are all screwed up. So my Worlds 2 playthrough in survival mode is messed up. Isn't that weird? I could try to restore it, I guess. I did do a save a little while ago. Let me go ahead and just greet the visitor. Claims to have seen the settlement dream. They are a prophet of the Atlas and share this warning. Scanner coins is all they ask in return for the message. Okay, I don't know what the warning is, but we're going to go ahead and heed the warning, okay? Because I don't know what the outcome. It's going to be a slight settlement debt. I can go with that. Let's see what happens. Blessed by the Atlas is what we get. So that's good. Let's check out our status. Still C-class. Happiness is going up. It's 34%. But very, very interesting. We have a very good productivity in regards to maintenance, so that's nice. And you see we're acquiring more features. So that should increase the happiness of the citizens around here. So we're going to keep working on that. I know I'm going back and forth on this, but very, very strange that suddenly these problems are occurring. So let me see what this building is now considered, because those are all Bs. This one doesn't say. So it doesn't tell us what the status is of this one. It says it's B. It's just not showing it. Okay, but it increased citizen happiness by 3%. So we're going to continue to work on increasing happiness, and we'll go from there. So let me get something going here, because I do want to get another building going, and we're going to take a look at the save game files. And I may have to restore my save game files in order to take a look to see what's going on. So this is a new thing. I've not seen anything like this. Let's go ahead and do the warehouse. Productivity goes up significantly. We need 3 superconducting fibers. Do not have my... There we go. Let me see if the freighter has some superconducting fibers on it. So you see I've reorganized my loot. Do have one that is created items, like these. Probably don't have. Does not look that way. Yep, I'm going to say no. Alright, so can we make 3 superconducting fibers? Let's find out. I don't even know what to find it under, to be honest, or else I would scroll through and look. Polyfiber. Did it say superconducting fibers? I just realized, is that a thing? Superconducting fiber. What is superconducting fiber? I've learned something new today. Do I have to go get some? Consumable. Trade item. Let's check these out. Nope. That is interesting. So it's an item I've never heard of before. Where do we get superconducting fiber from, guys? Does anybody know? Too bad this isn't live. Someone could answer my question. But I'm literally going to have to look this up. No, not supercomputer. Superconducting fiber. Okay, you get it from starship scrap. So wait a minute. I might actually have it. Let me just go in here again. We don't have we have insufficient resources. Okay, so that's from scrapping a starship is where you get that from. So let me check real quick. Like in here. So it should look similar to like these. But it will be different. So we have to start hanging on to stuff. There it is. I've got 2. I need 1 more. That's the problem. It's 100,000 units each. So we have to scrap ships in order to get more of those. Isn't that interesting? I've learned something new again today. I can really go home now. Of course, I'm joking. Let's see. How about this building? Or is it going to require the same thing? Yeah, same thing, superconducting fiber. So I've got to go find ships and start scrapping the crap out of everything. That is hilarious. All right. Well, that's good to know. All right, so where's my building at? I think that's over here, is it not? The overseer's office is already an A class. We need 200 indium, which we do have. I'm going to go ahead and submit that. And the building is now under construction. All right, let's get in and out of our ship and... Oh, how long is it going to take? So this is going to an S class, right? How long is that going to take? Let's find out. A little over a minute. So for the overseer's office, it doesn't take long. All right, so we can wait. Very interesting. So again, we're going to be checking out some saves here. I'm going to go to one of my other saves and check it out here in a moment. So this is like a investigation into the beacons update and what's happening with saves. So I've had one save corrupted. Now I'm not too upset about my survival playthrough getting corrupted like that. I would love to have shown you guys more of it, but I think we've seen it in live playthroughs and stuff like that. I've showed you a lot of this stuff. So let's see what happens here. This should be done in just a moment. Then we'll check out the other saves and see what's going on. So that's going to be something you guys are going to have to check. I suggest going into some of your main saves, make sure everything looks right. I did do a backup about right after beacons came out and my computer updated. So I don't know how viable that update is. I do have another one from about 3 months ago, but that would be pushing things way far back. So it goes to show that maybe I'm thinking once a month I'm going to have to do an update. Okay, so this is now an S-class. Okay, there we go. Officer's office upgraded to S-class. Okay. And there should be nothing else to do. Special features, none. Okay, good. Alright. So let's see what this did for the settlement. Status? Still C. So upgrading our buildings is a step in the right direction, and you notice the population maxed out. It went up higher. So that's good to know. So things are working in the direction that we wanted to, but yeah, it's going to take some time to get things properly working. So anyway, all right, so we're done here. Let's go ahead out. I'm going to go ahead and do another save real quick. I happen to have a save beacon there, and we're going to jump out to our mode select. So here's what we're at. So this is my, you notice that should not have happened. So this save is messed up. Okay. Now I have a secondary main save. That's at Etberg's Crossing. We were going through that. You guys saw that. So that's fine. Here's my abandoned test that I was doing. I'm going to probably be getting rid of this soon. I was just running through some ideas. But I'll probably be getting rid of that. There's my relics time, that playthrough I did. Under 1 day remaining. That is hilarious. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that right now. You can watch me erase it. Okay, good. And I have my permadeath playthrough over here. Which is at a settlement of Adami Ford, which is interesting because I didn't know I had a settlement, but that's okay. So this is my primary or my original main save, and this is my secondary. So let's check out one of these. So yeah, and we'll come back to the other save and see what happened to it. Very, very strange. So heads up warning. And, you know, guys, I want to reiterate one more time, for those of you who are upset by this, you have every right to be upset and everything like that, but kindly remember, it is a game, guys. You know, gaming company that's giving us free updates all the time, okay? So keep that in the back of your mind, and don't be too upset about it, okay? Unveiling of our reopened structure. Okay, it's been upgraded to the S-class structure, so that's great. Nice. So I've gone up here a couple times. I'm going to check it out real quick. This save does not seem to be corrupted in any way. We seem to be all right. Let's see. Scan for anomalies. Let's do that. I'm curious. And it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So it doesn't seem to be finding any S-class space anomalies, all right? It discovered a trading post with number 2, so that's good. Okay, good. So that was all right. Let's hit 4. Take a look. Object is searching for its host. Oh, well, isn't that interesting? Okay, where's my ship at? Let's find out. Activate the pulse drive to assisted search. Do we have an anomaly detector on us or something? No? Well, that's interesting. So you just pulse away. Cool. Hyperspace navigation station. Yeah, we're not getting any communication. Oh, we are getting communication from it. Isn't that interesting? I just want to see if it does anything. No? Because you know that this thing would just be melting it. Nope, nothing. Very interesting. Does it do anything when we hit it? Run into it. No, nothing. How weird. Alright. Interesting to note. Alright, so let's head back. Where's the planet that we were going? It's this planet, right? Yeah, I think that's the planet. See where the star is? I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Good. So how many do we have? Let's go to this one. I like having the extra landing pads. I think that's a great idea. Okay. Alright, and my main building is over here someplace, I think. Is this it? No. That's the problem. I can never find it. HQ. Okay. Right here. Alright. So let me check the status here. Oh, policy decision. Hold on. Fund vital maintenance. Find productivity improvements. There's a sharp division between those who prioritize increasing industrial output and those who insist on improving maintenance systems. Ooh. So this is a different type of requirement. So if we do productivity improvements, we can increase our productivity by plus 68,000. We're already doing really good on productivity, so I'm not really too concerned about that. And I wouldn't mind spending money on vital maintenance, and I think that'll make people happier. So let's go with the vital maintenance. So it's going to cost more per day, but I'm hoping, see, settlement just upgraded to a B class. So that is really, really cool. And what do we get here? Nanotube crates. I'll go ahead and grab those. Put them in my ship. And obviously, Fecium. Gotta have more Fecium. You can never have enough Fecium. We all know this. Okay, so what did we get? We were getting nanotube crates. Which are these? Or get cryogenic chambers. Let's go with the nanotube crates. That's fine. Alright. And how we doing? Good. All right. Is there anything else to be done here? Let's just check. No. Okay, good. Let's go to our other settlement. We'll check it out. So this is good. This save seems to be unaffected. So this is the main save that I use. I have used for many years now, and have enjoyed playing. So this was pretty good. It's good to know that it's okay. The Worlds 2 save that is slowly becoming the next save that I'm using most of the time now also seems to be in proper shape. Oh, yep, I appeared as his lapdog again. Great. That's okay. You can just step out. It's no big deal. Alright. And administration terminal is over here. I went around the whole building. Yep. Okay, that's okay. I'll be alright. Should put a comm wall up. That is the teleporter. There is my terminal. Good. So what's happening? Pioneer and Worker. They're competing to purchase an abandoned building. Joff Newell on the left plans to donate all profits to a charity for protecting endangered sandworms. And we all know how we love sandworms, being with Dune and all. And Worker one Selly, if you will, wants to reinvest them in something station. probably the name of our facility here. I like the idea of the citizen happiness and protecting endangered sandworms. I do like that. Oh, productivity will go up if we go with worker owned Wencelis, and our productivity is terrible right now, and we're still falling into debt. So I'm sorry, sandworms. We need better productivity for now. We're going to go productivity. So let me see what that does for our status. As you can see, we're 2.7 million in debt, and that increased our productivity, so it's half of what the maintenance is, but we definitely need more. So let's see what we can do. We really need to get some worthy things done around here. No pending decisions, so we do have to do some management here. So keeping in mind that we had to get a lot of stuff as well, a lot of the gear from the anomaly, which I don't think we have access to, do we yet? I'd have to check my base stuff because I don't think it's going to be present in here yet. So I'd have to go to another base and check to see what's available. But anyway, what is the status of our main building? It's a B class. Okay, another construction site requires our attention. That must be this one over here. Oh, the fishing pond, of course, yes. Okay. Fishing pond is upgraded. Celebration. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go back to our main space. Now, I do want to upgrade a lot of these buildings. I want to get to that point where I can upgrade everybody. So, it increases the population, increases productivity, citizen happiness, quantum computer, which I think we have. No, we don't. For some stupid reason, I thought we had our ship over our head. We do. Alright, so let's go ahead and make...
Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
Yep. Sentinel drones found me, apparently. Let's go over here. Okay, there's our quantum computer. What did you need? You need a microprocessor, which we need one of those. Those. That's okay. We'll fight him in a second. Then we're going to do... There we go. What do we got? Pulse spitter, neutron cannon. There we go. Is that better? I think that canister fell on me. It did. There we go.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed.
So, is this the planet that is... Wow, the directive is so Discord. I've never seen that before. Very pretty planet. I don't know why Sentinels are here to be mean.
Elite Sentinel force.
Sentinels are searching for me. I'm right here. Okay. You see any Sentinels anywhere? I don't see any Sentinels anywhere. I wonder if they're underground or something. Okay, well, I guess it's going to run out. But it'll give me a chance to check things out now. So the Sentinels are zealous now, what it says.
Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
So that's what this planet is. So this planet is an aggressive Sentinel planet.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit deployed.
And you can tell by the gravitino balls all over the place. Beautiful planet, though, isn't it? It's very pretty. Now, did we... Settlement hive location. Okay, so this is that planet. Now I remember.
Elite Sentinel force.
So I should have headed there and shut them down. Now they're searching again. So Sentinels seem to be broken right now. I don't know if any of you noticed this, but we're not getting the doggy unit here for some reason. So I think we need to shut down the Sentinels. So the quads are not showing up. I don't know why. I'm looking down below too to make sure. It's not like they got stuck in a cave or something like that, but they're literally just not showing. Five, four, three, two, one. And gone. I don't know where I'm... See, now there's the flickering I was talking about. That's the graphic issue I have seen a few times now. So, alright, good to know. I'm going to head over here. I'm actually going to land. I was going to go shut down the Sentinels, but we're going to try to go back to the other save. Back to our village. Trying to avoid our Sentinel friend there. And we're inside. Now he can't see us anymore. So we're at A class now. So that's a good thing. And getting this upgraded to S class takes nothing. No time at all. It won't change anything here, but you notice the happiness did go up a little bit, and so did our population. So we're going to keep working on that over here. Alright, so we have a save point out there, I believe, right? Can't get around this. Okay. Got stuck. There we go. So let's go back to, originally, the whole point behind this is to do our playthrough. So I'm going to try checking it out one more time. Now, by all rights and reasons, this save is corrupted, and I should not be able to appear. But as you can see, I'm still here. And you'll notice it says a dissonant transmission has reached us, which is really, really odd. And the Sentinels here are hateful, and it's the same planet I went to that was blissful. So very, very strange. Cantina's 48% done. Alright. Let's go back to my... Yep. So this should not exist for me. I should not be here. So before I check out the transmission, let me check something here. Let's look at here. Let's look at here. It says here, I have 2 settlements. So Lakevich is the settlement I should be at. So let's head back over there. And I should not be able to access this settlement. So both of my saves have access to this settlement, and that's the weirdest thing in the world. I don't know how.
Night toxicity detected.
I don't know how that's going to be solved in any way. So let me see what this place... Okay, the Sentinels are not mean here, so we don't have to worry about that. This is the Overseer's office. Hey, buddy. Let's check it out. Citizen dispute. Alright, what do they got going on? Two sides completing business. Both wish to acquire the secret recipe. Claims their plan has no risk at all of generating a singularity, while the other planet entity insists their days of Atlas cultism are behind them. What in the world does that mean? So, if we go Pioneer Vulo, it's going to give us 36,000 more productivity. Whereas if we go with Planetary Entity Yov, we get an unknown outcome, plus citizen happiness is increased. I'd love to get the productivity, to be honest with you, but you know, I'm really curious as to what happens if we go with the other one. So let's go with the other one. I'm really, really curious. Atmosphere of suspicion. Okay, well, I knew that was probably going to happen. But happiness is improved by 4%. So let's check the status. We're at 3.7 million in debt, and we're only making 70,000 right now. So while our population is maxed out, that's good. Happiness is going up, also good. We have some issues, right? So there's our atmosphere of suspicion, which reduces happiness, and we increased at the same time. I don't know how else to describe that one. So we have some work to do on this one. But see, that's the weird part. We shouldn't have any other things going on here. And it says I have Lake Jacuzzi, which I don't have, which is very, very strange. So I'm not sure what to do here. This is very, very weird. You know what? I can do something about that. Hold on. Can I make any Aronium? Do I have the recipe for that? No, I don't. No, I don't. So I'll have to find some Aronium and buy 3 of it. Freighter doesn't have it, right? I do have a freighter, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any Aronium on board. I don't think I've set up any cargo containers on it yet. So even if I pull it in, it's not going to make a difference. So let me check. Pretty sure I don't. I do have a few. I have a few. Hold on. Is there Aronium in here? Elemium. Oh, wait. We do have Aronium. Okay, so where is this spot at? And as you can see, he's not chasing me down. So we're good there. It's right over here. There it is. I've actually got to pull it out of the ship, I guess. Because you can't have it in a cargo container. There we go. Try it again. Alright, and how long? 1 hour. Okay. So that'll fit that out, and we're done with that. So, I got an idea. I'm going to go... I think you can give up a settlement. So if I give up the one at Lake Jacuzzi, then I should be good. Right? But how do we give up the settlement? Let me just take a look in here. Let's go to the center console here. Can we give up the settlement? No. Ah, yes you can. Alright, so let's go to the other one. And that may fix my save. Because this is the settlement, this is the only settlement I should have. So there we go. I think we might have found a trick. Way around it, if you will. So we're going to go like Jacuzzi, right? Can we? Hold on. Can we do it from here? There it is. Yes, we can. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of it. All right, so that's gone from my save. So let's go out here. Do I have a save point here? No, I don't have one. Okay, can I build one? Yes, I can. All right, so we have a save point. All right, so we have now saved, and we should be good to go. Hold on a second here. I'm just going to recharge everything real quick, guys. Need more dioxide. I keep forgetting that. All right, so we're back to our regular save. So we don't have to worry about going back to Jacuzzi. We have a citizen request. Let's check it out. It's a mission across the planet. Bone fragments have been found in the mineral processor's output. Citizens wish to establish a dig site to properly excavate any valuable fossils. I think that would be a brilliant idea, actually. So yeah, I'm going to authorize that because it may turn out to be profitable. So they're off they go. And, you know, it's not like we can get any, wait a minute. Manage all settlements. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's not looking, the debt's going to get worse at this point because our productivity sucks. We know it is. We know it does. And that's all there is to it. Until we get more buildings or we fix the buildings that we've got out here, there's nothing we can do about it. And we have a building that's under construction right now. That's the landing pad. And we'll be building more buildings as we go. So I can't upgrade any other buildings until that one's done. So that's a thing. And you see we got ships circling. So that's also a thing. They want to land. I wonder. So I freed up the landing pad. Will anybody land at it even though it's under construction? Somebody else flying around. Let me see. So we have two ships circling us right now. And that's an A-class, a B-class Explorer, I should say. 6.4 million. What about you? You're an A-class Explorer. Okay. But nobody's coming in for a landing, so I think they're going to be confused for a while. So, alright, good to know. So that is an interesting thing. So we have discovered some stuff. So I don't really think it's that huge of a deal at this point. I think I've gotten everything back to the way it was, or the way it should be. Now, do I have in my inventory... Now, I haven't done... Let's go into the log real quick. Okay, there's the expedition. So I need to get the next thing rolling along here that I haven't yet to do. So let's do it. Alright, good. Everything's ready to go. No settlement decisions. Let's grab our ship, and we have to go places. So we're going to do the Atlantis storyline. We have in our possession things. Let me get out of here.
Extreme toxicity detected.
So let's do this. Let's go into the pulse, pardon me, hyperspace. And we just need to jump twice. So let's find a system to go to. This is fine. First jump. Now, because I haven't played in a while, there's a possibility we may pull up a pirate attack, maybe? Nope. Okay. And we just need to jump one more time. Just once more. Let's go over... We should really have that open so we can see stuff. Yeah, why not? Let's go here. Orvac system, why not? Okay, there we go. Now, all we have to do is wait. Supposedly, we just go to pulse maybe a little bit. Communication should hit us. That's aggressive, but... Leak? Airless? Ooh, those are always great. Is that a planet or is that a... Yeah, it is a planet. Okay, I was wondering if it was a moon, because it was tiny, but it's just distant. Lighted. Windswept. Okay. Let's go ahead and pulse a little bit. And let's get some charges going here.
Technology recharge.
So, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I have done any... I did a lot of those missions. We got the Remembrance, we got the Star Seed, so we did complete out all those missions. Yeah, I'll just put you up here and get you out a little bit. I really need to upgrade my exosuit a little bit more, don't I? A lot of room in here. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I'm not going to use the echolocator. Please stop flashing it in my face. Let's head to the space station. Something's weird. So maybe this particular... Let's say this particular one is a little bit off. Because we did all the Atlantic missions, but for some reason, shouldn't we have laylabs? And I could have swore I did that. Especially now that we have a settlement. Wow. Okay, that's one of these space stations that Beeblebum was talking about that I have never seen before. Check that out. So they have done some updates. Very interesting. Something's going on. All right. Okay, so I do have one of these staff weapons. So that's important to know. It's a nice one too, by the way. Supercharged over there too. Okay, good. So we do have a staff weapon. I'll stick with Gift of Peace for now. But I could have swore we did the Laylapse episodes. Don't have it in our inventory. Laylapse isn't there anyway. And I don't see it over here, and I don't think I would have put it in any of my construction containers. Let's try warping again. The dissonance system, so let's see what we got. Came with getting a settlement. I remember that much. That's right. We get an alert that our settlement is having a problem and we need to head back. Let's just check this out real quick. Yeah, there's nothing in there. And yeah, Laylapse is not in my inventory in here either. That's a nice looking planet, actually. Yeah, let's check it out. Since we're here, we'll do a little bit of scouring about. And I don't want this episode to go too much longer. I figured we'd go ahead and get the Lay Labs episodes going. What happened? Nothing. We still don't have any communication. So I think maybe with getting rid of the Jacuzzi, oof, nice. With getting rid of Jacuzzi, is there a possibility I may have wrecked that particular playthrough? Yeah, not the prettiest place in the world. It's alright. Nice sky. Yeah, they get boiling superstorms, so it's not really paradise. Okay. So let's see. Maybe the base computer archives? Should I be going through more of that? Ow. Okay, now the odd part about this particular wreckage is I don't remember them giving us the alternative there. So what'll happen is the pirates should show up. Especially once I take that.
Hostile ships approaching.
So 4 of them, huh? Is there enough of you? How many of these other ships around?
Hostile ships defeated.
Okay. Alright, where did the space station go? Okay, still no communication. So my guess is I may have broke it. So it looks like I may have to wait a little while. Looks like a new design to the space stations. It's really cool. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the teal and the purple. Wow. Not easily impressed by stuff like this sometimes, but this is actually really nice. Alright. Let's go... Let's see. Home? Let's go home. Let's see what happens. So you folks are probably going to see this in towards the end of June. So, one of the last couple weeks of June. So this is the Paradise planet I was at. Let's see what we got as far as these are concerned. Look at that. That worked. There we go. And that's what I was hoping to get. Look at all that oxygen we just picked up. Awesome. Let's put it in the last storage container. We're going to get some put in there. Because I'm always running low on oxygen. You know what I mean? So how much oxygen we have? We have 500 up here.
Weather update.
There we go. Let's do this. Alright, I like that better. Excellent. Let's just see, because I don't think we've really gone far in this. What's the percentage at? 42. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Sentinel drones patrols never seem to end. I claim so much from the Earth. Additional data. Yep. Go ahead and construct. Multi-tool technology data extracted. Good deal. So we now have that we can build. Okay. Go ahead. And we can just keep doing this over and over again. Now the thing is that... Oh, it's not even going to let us keep going? Oh, we don't want to build them. It wants us to build them first. Oh, I don't really have much of a choice, do I? And I have nowhere to put it in my ship because I don't have any extra space for it. Does my freighter have any upgrades? No. We need to pull the freighter in if we want to check. Could have just checked the cargo containers. I don't know why I didn't do that. I have started to separate some stuff out. No, we do not. So what we would have to do is bring in a different ship. Let's see, except we can't park it right over here. And we can put it on the ship.
Technology installed.
So we need 2 wiring looms, which I don't have, really. They're probably all in the other ship. Yeah, here we are. Right? No? We still don't have any wiring looms. You're kidding me. Oy, oy, oy. Unbelievable. Can't believe I don't have any wiring looms. Alright. Sure, I can get some in here. Yeah, sure I can get some in here. I just need 2. Please tell me you have 2 wiring looms. He does.
Product received.
Alright. That's annoying. That way one day I can put it in my other ship. Okay, passkey. I'm just basically picking stuff at this point. I don't really care which one I get. 58%. Upgrade sex advanced materials. I'll be able to far more efficient systems. It seems I can create a pathway to materials from all over the system. Yeah. Construction. Exosuit technology data extracted. Downloading plans. Personal upgrade module. Okay. What do we get? Shield module. Okay. Actually for my exosuit for once. So, that's pretty good. I don't need it, but that was pretty good. I have to put it somewhere. Shield lattice. Construct the shield lattice. Okay, well, that's not it. It wants us to construct this.
Technology installed.
Okay, construct it, sir. Okay, that should get us this to open up, back up again. Good, good, good. More recovery. I'm just choosing the wrong word every time. Let's try it again. Got it. Data to 61% now. Archives. Working fast. Fading sun. Set up camp in the foothills. Bzz, hardly luxury, but it keeps out the cold, and I'll be gone by morning anyway. Bzz, perhaps some other traveler will shelter here one day. Okay, construction. Base technology. Base lighting plans. So we had a whole bunch of lights that just got restored to our plans. Leave. Do we just go right back in, or do we actually... we need to construct a white light. There we go. White light constructed. You know what we need to do too? Because it's just going to tick me off if we don't do it, so we need to run some electrical wiring to it. There we go. Okay, looks crappy, don't care. Okay. Unlocked. What do we got? What do we got? 74%. I saw another one of them today on the space station. They looked at me like I wasn't there, stared right through. Psst, was just a geck when I returned, imagining things. So that's what seems to be happening, is that occasionally we'll get that rescue the pilot in the anomaly, and we get there, and it's a traveler. But then we leave, we come back, and it's no longer a traveler, it's someone else. So I think that's why they did that. They're doing that purposely to go along with these ideas. Yeah, construction. Based, okay, appearance modifier. So that's where we get that from. Okay, yep. We have to build that. Let's take it from here to here. There we go. You're up and running. Okay, good. That's where you got these things from. I always wondered. I can never remember where you got them from. You got them from your computer archives. Wow, unlocked it with the 82%. What do we got? Thought I had hours to bzz, but the daylight is already fading. The sun is slipping. Bzz, light barely penetrates the thick rings, looping endless around this. Bzz, I need to hurry. And we get our construction logs. Exosuit, personal upgrade module. Okay. So what does it want me to do here? Oh, I can go straight into it. Okay, good. Welcomes. Okay, 98%. Alright, we're almost there. Ah, crap. Sorry. Lost the log. Construction logs recovered, blueprints assembled. This is going to be the last one we can get here. Okay, so we got another shield module. We should have 3 of them now, right? 2, it says. Should have been 3. Okay. Does it want me to build something? There it is. So now we were at 98%, remember? Archive for user iteration lost. Unavailable. Possible remote terminus backup available. Download coordinates. Now, you will do this every single time, and it will just keep taking you to different places. So Interstellar, I'd have to go someplace off-world, and possibly on in a different area of the galaxy. It's the only way I can do that. So let's go ahead and do it one time, and we'll see if this maybe triggers the mission that we need to get. Otherwise, we may have to call this one lost, unfortunately. And here I wanted to show you how you get it started. Picking me up here. So this is another one of those episodes that are going over an hour. Not much I can do about it. That way. It says it's a corrupt archive. If you stay up high, you'll go a little bit quicker sometimes. It works most of the time. Oh, I gotta look. Okay, let's take a look around. Wait, what's that? I think we found it. Yep, this is it. It's always an abandoned building. You would get slapped always by these stupid things. Okay, let's check the archive. I've reached the location marked by my base computer. The remote archive terminus hums, awaiting my input. Attempting to read memory at that location. We sought an escape from reality. That's why we're all here, isn't it? Anybody relate to that here? I can remember what it was like to be a traveler, to have that hope, that intolerable thirst for the new. I should never have listened to you, my love. There is no fire in this place, no trophies fit for gods. There is only darkness, the family of glass. They watch everything. I searched the physical cache attached to the terminal. Whoever recorded this message also left a piece of technology. C-class Starship shield module. And that's it. So, you got a lot of stuff around here that you can grab, so go ahead and grab it while you're here. But the point is that this will keep happening, and you'll get more storyline from it, but hopefully, and I think I've already... all this stuff, that's pretty interesting. This will give us a standing increase. Good deal. And, as they say, that is that. So I think we've kind of reached the end of all this that we have here. There we go. Let's try one more time to go for our stab at getting laylaps going. So what I might try to do here is actually go through a couple of more jumps. See if that helps. The great thing about these Sentinel ships too is that they're very, what's the word I'm looking for? Efficient. Efficient with their warp drive. So you can usually do some more jumps. Look at these space stations. Something's going on. It looks like they did an upgrade to the space stations that they didn't tell us about. And they're going to start looking a little different now. I mean, look at this. This is completely strange. It's all different now. Weird. Alright. One more jump. And if we don't get it this time, we're going to just call it a day. So I'm going to jump over... yeah, let's go over here. That's fine. And maybe there'll be another episode. This episode was not fruitless, though. It really showed some of the issues that have been going on with beacons. So hopefully by the time you guys see this video, beacons has been corrected. That's what we can hope anyway. Okay. And it's one of these very unobtrusive and plain space stations. A couple of balls around it, that's all. Yeah, there's some jokes in there. I'll leave them alone. We're going to keep it clean, guys. So you'll see that we're not getting any kind of communication. Yep, nothing happening. Well, guys, I don't know what else to say here. I think we are pretty much done. Alright, So I can't seem to get the Laylapse episodes to pop up anymore. So that may be different. It may be on purpose. It may be new. It may be a glitch. But because I can't get the Laylapse episodes, I am not going to get anything from my settlement. So it looks like that bug still exists, where you can't get the settlement to pop up anymore. The new mission, the dissonant mission to pop up, because I think I've wrecked that. So let's go back to the settlement. So I'm here, just in case, because you never know. Maybe we will get the mission to pop up, even though we don't have Laylapse, or we haven't gone through that. The strange thing is I thought I should have Laylapse at this point.
Extreme night toxicity detected.
Okay. Let's go back and select settlers. It says it's running smoothly. Wrong button. Okay. So, still 3.7 million in debt. Nothing special going on. So, there we are. What we may end up having to do is we may have to retire as the overseer here and pick up a new settlement. Settlement. So what you can do, just so you guys know this too, this is a possibility, head to your settlement center, wherever that might be. I think it's on the other side of this building. There we go. Go into the computer archive here, and you should be able to get... Maybe it wasn't here. Oh, wait a second. Maybe it wasn't here. There used to be a little sign besides that. And I think you can get a settlement map. Nope. Oh, can't get it. Used to be able to get a settlement map, and for some reason I don't see my ability to get one here. We can try the space station and see if we can find one up there. But I don't think it's working anymore. Alright. So let's check the space station for just a second. We can just take the portal here. The terminus. Look for current system. I think. There it is, right here. Should only take a second. There we go. And let's check our map person, which should be right here. Cartographer, and see if he has anything like that. Specific charts. Look at that. We can find an artifact too, huh? So, secret, emergency, commercial, alien, artifact, exosuit upgrade, and settlement chart. So they do carry settlement charts.
Product received.
So we now have a settlement chart on our inventory that we can use to find a new settlement. Alright, so I may use that to find a new settlement. What I would like to do is see if I can't get it on my home planet, maybe? Yeah. So let's go to our home planet and see if we can find it. Again, episode's running a little longer than I expected, but that's okay. We're trying to test some features out and see if we can get certain missions to pop up. So once we take over the new settlement, let's let this episode go a little longer. Once we take over the new settlement, let's see what happens. Maybe we can trigger the dissonant settlement to pop up. Alright. Right there. Right there. How far away? An hour away. Okay, we need to exit the atmosphere. Maybe it's not even on this planet. Looks like it is. Good. So we know this planet does get its storms on occasion, but it's a beautiful planet. Looks like it's going to be on the daylight side. There we go. So we have some daylight left to take a look at this settlement. And there we go. Looks very pretty. Ah, I like the location. Okay, do we have our gun loaded? Okay, yes we do. And who do we talk to? We don't talk to anybody. We could just go right straight to the hub interface. Oh, and I need 3 Viking daggers in order to seize the settlement. Isn't that interesting? Okay. There you are. Let's check our freighter and see if we happen to keep a few. We have 4. There we go. So look at that. Happiness is at 7. Okay, we now have a new settlement. So where is my building? Trying to find... There it is. Do I just do it here? Nope, nothing going on here. Okay. So we should have our own little settlement building. Is it not going to let me build one? Fascinating. I guess I need to take a look around. Maybe it's hidden. Interesting. So we can't see a blessed thing. There's nothing going on. Alright, so let's try doing something here. Saw it in a movie once. I think I can do it. Okay, so we have no settlement computer or main base. Interesting. Let's try something. Let's go ahead and do a reload. Oh, that's the first time I've seen it do that. The reload screen is a little different now, too. Fascinating. Shouldn't take much longer. There we go. We're not going for the computer, thank you. We're working on the settlers. So it says to bring it to the office. Ah, see, there it is. So this hadn't showed up. We had to reload. So there's a problem. And that should only take about a minute to complete. So we have to go through all this. This will just take a couple minutes. Love the location. This is pretty cool. The reason I got my gun together is because I figured I'd be, using it. This is pretty neat. I like this over here, this feature over here where all these buildings are together right there. These are all like the factories or something like that. So these are... See, this is a housing block, right? Large housing block. This should be the same. Cohab unit, same thing, basically. And large habitation unit. So we got a lot of habitation units. That's good. But we need more buildings that do something other than that, right? See? Housing unit again. This is a multi-barn. Domestic unit, so another housing unit. A lot of housing, not a lot of business. This would looks like another barn. Bio shed, same thing, pretty much. Agri module, okay, agricultural, good. It looks like this is the another housing module, I'm guessing. Bimetal plates again. Yep, we're checking this building out. Ah, there it is. Storeroom. That's a big storeroom. We need some rocks. Because we're running low on ferrite, believe it or not. An odd thing to be running low on. Look at that. Is that what I thought it was? Or was that a graphic glitch? It was a graphical glitch. I thought it was a waterfall coming down the side of the bill here, but I think it was just graphic. Yeah, graphic crap. That's all. Nice. I think we did good there. Yeah, we got tons of ferrite now. Excellent job. Alright, let's head back. Looks like should be just about finished, right? Final fit out. What do we need? Okay, 3 microprocessors, then we're done with that. And then we'll check it out and see what we can get done. So the next thing is that hopefully it'll tell me, hey, there's a dissonant signal coming. And then we can go ahead and proceed with that, which I'll just have to do in another episode. So, you know, I'm kind of not too upset with how things are turning out. I don't want it to be on that planet Jakuse because it was really part of my other save, and it was a paradise planet in that save. In this one, for some reason, it's Aggressive Sentinel, and I don't know why. That was very, very odd, and I don't know why that is. So, but yeah, this looks fantastic. I think I like this. See, the building's over here, right? We should be finishing up soon. Yep, 60%. We're almost there. Let's take a look. See, 30 seconds. Okay. And that's not too long of a time to check things out. And we're going to want to build some buildings quickly. We do want to get this settlement working really smoothly. So this is Hyokin Pass. Kind of like that. That's a cool name. I think I'll keep it. You can go in there and you can rename your settlements too, so that's pretty cool. And done. And there we go. Let's go in and check it out. So, and there it is, the dissonant transmission. So we just had to get another settlement in order to kick on the dissonant transmission. So there you go. So we're going to go ahead and receive that transmission. Let's go ahead and do it. Hello, Overseer, Disruptor, an invitation. We have our own, I'm guessing he's saying settlement, not many people, I guess. We blank welcome your contribution. You were foretold. Okay. We're going to accept it, of course. I definitely want to check it out. And there we go. So that is how you get your dissonant. There's the music that went with it as well. So we're only making 66,000 here. We have a debt of almost 700 right now. It'll be millions by the time I come back, no doubt. We got a population that can get up to 60. That's good. The happiness is really low right now, but we're getting there. we're going to be doing some more stuff in here. So I'm looking forward to really decking this place out. So we'll go ahead and check out the Dissonant Settlement. Alright, so we're not going to do that in this episode, or maybe we should. Maybe we should. Maybe I should at least give you the preview of what that settlement's going to look like. Will it be on the same planet? Let's find out. It is on a different planet. Now, if I remember correctly, this system doesn't have very good planets, besides the one I have here, so we'll see. Yeah, an aggressive Sentinel planet again. But you know what? I'm not too concerned about it. We're going to go ahead and head there and see what it is. Now, it's a flourishing planet, star bulbs, copper, so it should be also relatively peaceful otherwise. We do want to find ourselves a Sentinel hive at some point, which I don't know if we have any. Yeah, I don't think we have any. We'll have to fight them through one more time. We're kind of at the end of this episode. But let's see what it looks like. It's in the same system, at least that's something which is pretty cool. It's brought me to other systems in my other saves, so this is pretty neat. Oh, check that out. Yeah, buddy. Alright, yeah, I'm kind of digging this place. Plus they got a cave over there. That's cool. I was trying to land in a little clearing right there, but it's landing me in a building. That's okay. We're alright. And that's where, those terminals there is where we can get one of those, more of those things at. Oh yeah, call your friends. There, and now he can't see me. No, I was wrong. Okay, we are now Settlement Overseer. Alright, so that's pretty good. I do like that. Detected. So I guess we're going to end this one on a note of taking out these stupid guys here. Oh, I didn't realize that was there. We don't have silicon powder. Are you kidding me?
Sentinel combat unit deployed.
Follow me over. I can't dig, apparently, here. Are you kidding me? Really? I'm right here.
Sentinel drones activated.
Okay, more are arriving soon. Okay. Let's get off this slope.
Warning. Sentinel combat unit
Good.
deployed.
Hard to see these guys in these tall grasses. Now we do have a Sentinel hive over there, but it's in the wrong planet. We need one over here. And I don't know if we're going to find it
Warning.
because we have another one showing. Alright, where's the building at? We'll let these guys catch up to us. Okay, good. And this is the problem I keep running into. As you can see, they're searching, but there's no one to find. There are no other sentinels here, so the quads are not showing up. So we'll have to deal with that over and over and over again. So my suggestion is we just step inside and call it a day. And we'll just run out there, we'll get the unit going again, and then we'll come back out.
Technology recharge.
And you see, building is
Inventory full.
gonna... Why is my inventory full? I don't know. Do you? I don't have any idea. No, inventory's not full. Pretty sure it ain't full. It's not full. It's not full. Okay, if you need to go to the other expedition. But this is the one we're working on now. Metal plates. So, good thing we got that stuff. Hee hee hee. Catch me if you can. Okay, so what was last? Hold on, 5 metal plates followed by quantum computer, was it? We have them. Okay. I just want to lead them away. Twenty seconds. What do they need? Oh, microprocessors. Got it. Okay. I didn't realize it was... This is literally right here. Cool. So we have 1 minute, 20 seconds. I'd love to have fought the Sentinels out to their end, but I can't get them. So, there's another bug. So that's one of the main bugs here, is that the Sentinels are not appearing as they should on aggressive Sentinel planets at the very least, that we are not getting the quad to show up. So no quads in the fight. They just kind of don't exist, and they think that they're there, but they're not. So that's the weird part. So we shall see. So I've actually written that down, so we'll be reporting that. So this episode will be ending in just a couple moments as we finish this up. We are interested in seeing what happened with the other settlement, but I want my building to finish up first. 30 seconds. So we got about 2 more minutes of this episode, folks. So hey, while we're waiting, please hit the like button. Go ahead and before you drop in a comment, you probably already threw comments in at some point or another, and even if you haven't, just hit the little X next to the chat, hit the little thumbs up sign. It really does help the channel out quite a bit. More so than even donations and things like that. So really appreciate it if you guys could do that. Thank you very much. So it should be over right about now. There it is. Okay. There we go. So our new office is complete. So we can go in here, check the settlement management. 88% citizens appreciate the settlements. However, some required components are reaching the end of their life cycle and require replacement. Expedite live repairs, which will increase productivity but give us also a debt of 28,000. Or we shut down for refurbishment, which just reduces our productivity significantly. I can't do that. It's going to have to be the live repairs, guys, because this settlement is going to need help. Let's see what the status is. So we've increased the productivity, but we're still not even halfway there, and it's 1.2 million in debt. 5% happiness, not bad. All right, so we got some work to do here. But before we leave, you know what? Should we go to the other one, or should we just do it from here? Let's just do it from here. Manage all the settlements. So this is in the current system. Okay, we can't actually do anything there. Okay, hang on. So what we'll have to do is we'll actually have to go there. Ah, the expedition. That's the one. So we got to go to Lake Vich. And can we do it from here? I want to check one more time. Nope, can't do it. Okay, so we literally have to go there. Okay, Lake Vich we go. I think it's called Lake Vich, right? Yeah, Lake Vich. So let's check it out. We're going to see how the expedition went, and then we'll call this episode complete. This only takes a few seconds now. Yep, I gave that little icon. And we're stuck in here again. Oop, careful. Don't want to break my legs again. This is my building right here. Let's take a look inside and see what happened with the expedition. Debrief the settlement. Alright, great. The leader, they established a dig site while in search of valuable fossils. The mission was a grand success, and they willingly share the things they have found. So we can claim the proceeds for 166 nanites, whoop-de-dee, or we can reduce the settlement debt by 57,000 by donating the proceeds. We're going to reduce the debt. You're welcome, sir. Yeah, I agree. I think it was a good idea, too. Alright. So that's a good thing, and that should make them happy, too. Let's check out the status. Happiness is the same, but our debt has gone down significantly. We're down to 3.7 million. No, I'm just kidding. It's still awful. So we still have to make up some productivity to get this place going. But is there anything to be done? Nothing to be done right now. So we're going to leave it here. So that is it in regards to settlements. So I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate you being here and watching this thing all the way to the end. It's been quite the run. I mean, it really has been something to get all this done. But, you know, 3 settlements under our arms. We had some awful things that were happening with the save, but things are smooth right now. Some weird things, but things are smooth. I don't think it's as bad or messed up as people think it is. So do your best, guys. If you do have those, don't forget to report bugs, because those bug reports do actually help. It reaches their ears, and they will be doing some adjustments to it. So guarantee that. So that should take care of things. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you again next time. There should be at least one more episode of this as we progress the settlements along. All right, guys? All right. Take care.